So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, this defense for the Giants, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw is Mahomes. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Cook will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Jones.
He'll let one go deep for Howard.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Throwing, Jones.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
17 yards and a giant first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The Giants at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Mike Edwards picks it off, and the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Dalvin Cook with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Echols.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick-six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're riding a two-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Jones. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Complete. Smith has it.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Marvin Jones, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by Mevis is up and good, and it is 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Gregory Rousseau, able to record his 5th sack of the season. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Off the play fake. Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Brewer. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Landry now on the return. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Open man downfield is Davis.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Looking downfield for Jones.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Giants are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Landry. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
So maybe some signs of life. This has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you're alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Man open, here is Jones.
And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down,
They might need their team leader on defense to get in.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Mahomes going to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Steps away.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Mevis knocks this one through. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Mike Edwards picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Fields it right around the goal line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Jones. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jarvarius Ward. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game, because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Jones. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Gregory Rousseau able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Brewer. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marvin Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's another New York Giants. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Jones now on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
To throw again on second down. Jones going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard. They see what they can accomplish.
He's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Jones will come now in motion right. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And the Eagles are going to have... Goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Yellow.
Now it's Mahomes again. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Jones on 3rd down. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Now Jones throwing on first down. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Howard. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now Jones. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people in.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Throwing Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Let's go now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Jones now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. The left side completion to Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes looking downfield for Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Looking downfield for Jones. Picked off by the former Giant, James Bradbury. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Eagles, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Miami next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gonna give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn.